Welcome to Free Your Mind, a guided and experiential daily practice designed to dissolve past programming and expand your awareness of who and what you truly are beyond the matrix of fear, lack, and separation. Let's begin. This is a holy instant. Begin to rest and relax. An instant to stop and remember. Take a deep breath and close your eyes as you exhale. Remember who you truly are. Begin to breathe more slowly and more deeply with your attention on your heart. You are not limited, but unlimited. Not mortal, but timeless. Not weak, but powerful beyond all measure. You are not the body, not even the mind. The reason that you don't experience the truth of who you are is only because you are dreaming. The core of the dream is the sense of identity that it offers you, an identity which appears to experience lack, conflict, and fear. This matrix dream character self is the self you assume you are based on your past and your conditioning. Beyond this matrix self is your true and original self, which can't be conceptualized, but it can be experienced. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, open your awareness to this holy instant now. An instant of investing your energy and attention to make contact with your unconditional freedom. Feel into it now. Feel into the frequency of your true self and use this guided experience to expand your awareness beyond the limits of your current reality. My holiness is my salvation. With your eyes remaining closed, allow yourself to take in this principle, repeating it slowly to yourself as you contemplate. My holiness, meaning my true self, my natural state, my original being, what I am in truth, is my salvation, is my freedom from suffering, freedom from separation and lack. My holiness is my salvation. My true self is my freedom from suffering. Repeat whichever version of this principle resonates most with you, slowly and unhurriedly to yourself, as you feel into and listen into its meaning. The opposite to holiness is guilt. Guilt says that holiness was somehow lost, destroyed, defiled, taken away, never to be found again. Guilt is the foundation of sin. And sin is the idea that there has been some irreparable mistake, some wrong that is so deep and profound that it changed the very nature of who you are, from one of perfection, holiness, and innocence, to one that is flawed, broken, lacking, and separate forever from the source of all good. It is this state, this opposite to holiness, that is the cause of all suffering, all fear, and all sense of deprivation. It is, in fact, every quality that we associate with the state that we call hell. So if guilt is hell, then what is its opposite? In this state, where you appear to be separate from this inseparable quality of holiness that is part and parcel of every aspect of creation, you seem to have many questions, many problems, many fears and issues to overcome. But what if your holiness is the answer to every question that was ever asked, is being asked now, or will be asked in the future? Your holiness means the end of guilt, and thus the end of suffering and separation. It is the end of the belief in hell. The infinite Creator that created all things to share His holiness does not know of unholiness. Could it be that He does not know you, His creation, His extension, and His greatest expression of love? My holiness is my salvation simply means that my realization of my true being, who and what I am in truth as God created me, who and what I am before this world, before this body, before this personality, who I am in truth is my salvation from all forms of limitation, separation, lack, or fear. This awareness is what we are practicing here today. Let's begin. With your eyes closed, repeat the idea slowly once again to yourself. My holiness, my true self, is my salvation, my freedom, my liberation from all limitation. My holiness is my salvation. And now begin to search your mind for any unloving thoughts in whatever form they may appear. Uneasiness, depression, sadness, anger, fear, worry, attack, defensiveness, insecurity, and so on. Whatever form they take, they are unloving and therefore fearful. It is these very thoughts that obscure your holiness in your own awareness. And so it is from these thoughts that you need to be saved. Specific situations, events, or people that you associate with unloving thoughts of any kind are suitable subjects for today's practice. It is imperative for your own freedom and salvation that you see them differently. And it is your blessing upon these situations, events, or people that will save you and give you vision, that will liberate you from guilt and reveal to you your own holiness. With each one that you define, apply the idea in one of these two ways. My unloving thoughts about fill in the blank are keeping me in hell. My holiness is my salvation. Or, my unloving thoughts about fill in the blank are keeping me in suffering. My holiness is my salvation. You may find these practice sessions easier if you intersperse the applications with several short periods during which you merely repeat today's idea slowly to yourself a few times. You may also find it helpful to include a few short intervals in which you just relax and do not seem to be thinking of anything. Sustained concentration is very difficult at first. It will become much easier as your mind becomes more disciplined and less distractible. Meanwhile, you should feel free to introduce variety into your application periods in whatever form appeals to you. Do not, however, change the idea itself. However you elect to use it, the idea must be stated so that its meaning remains that your holiness is your salvation. For example, my unloving thoughts about politics are keeping me in hell. My holiness is my salvation. My holiness is an intrinsic and inseparable part of what I am in truth, and my holiness liberates me from every illusion of guilt. Continue on your own for the next 6 minutes. Do this now. And as you conclude, repeat the idea one more time. My holiness is my salvation. And on your next inhale, take a deep, slow, and full breath in. Hold it at the top as you integrate this practice. And as you exhale, relax and release. Remember this feeling of being in touch with your true self, your original nature, your holiness. And take the idea with you into the rest of your day, repeating it to yourself some 3 or 4 times an hour throughout the day, and more if possible. And if some situation or moment today tempts you to believe in any form of limitation, guilt, or separation, repeat the idea in this form. My holiness is my salvation from this. Thank you for investing your time and energy into your awakening and making contact with your true self. If you enjoyed and benefited from this practice, please share your experience in the comment section. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to continue the journey. May you be at peace and know your true self.